in the game. to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks, as we'll see a squad from the American, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Charlotte's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So South Carolina's offense will have its first possession of the game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar.
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The 49ers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offense.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the 49ers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Asiata. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Got his man. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Asiata. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give out of the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that, Reese? That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half. So great start. I'd keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the counter play here. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The 49ers line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Off the play fake. Under fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
To the air. It's Asiata. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
they have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
There he goes! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here's the pressure. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
He unleashes a long one. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Steps away. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They booted away on 4th down. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the 2nd half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. Don't draw it up any better than that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
To the air, it's Akbar. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the 49ers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Offense in a split backfield. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the 1st down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The 49ers are on the move.
Here we go, here we go.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go. Use it now.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Asiata. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
221 wing, 221 wing.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work with the run on 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the 49ers will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Asiata. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Rushes on him. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. This offense has it with really good field position. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Akbar. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They bring the punter onto the field now. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. On the option. Now the toss. Discards him with the stiff arm. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Quarterback on the keeper. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. To the ground. He's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. On the option. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
3rd down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they were able to come away with a massive negative play.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got a man. It's Toppins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying the left side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the
Into the secondary on the right. Oh, what a caught. The tag. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 10 over Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Akbar. Looking left. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They win. To pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun, running back on the move. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback will keep it. Makes a man miss. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Wide open spaces. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And the 49ers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to throw, it's Akbar. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and getting the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. A designed run for the quarterback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps it. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's